Welcome back everybody to another chess video. Today, back to the YouTubers chess playlist where we play against YouTubers, chess streamers, TikTokers, Instagram reels, especially, etc. Rappers, I don't know. Maybe we'll play even against a rapper, who knows. So, in today's video, it's still today technically because it is literally 1 a.m. at the time of recording this. It's probably gonna be downloaded at 2 a.m. and I have no sleep. Like I cannot sleep because of I drank a triple espresso during the games, and I cannot knock off the feeling that I can't sleep. I'm trying to close my eyes. It doesn't happen, so I'm just gonna record two videos that are scheduled for the week, and one of them is gonna be a low elo game. So buckle up if you want to see it. Anyway, so I played against this Twitch streamer, aka House of Nightsong. You probably heard of him before. We played in arenas. He's beaten my ass a couple of times. I've beaten his ass a couple of times. That's how chess works. Like, you beat people, they beat you harder, and then you come back stronger and beat them harder. I don't know if the wording is really good here, but I'm trying my best. I'm trying to sleep. I've tried all the methods. They don't work. Anyway, so we played, like, 4 games against one another. And, yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I hope I can have a lot more fun. Anyway, so here are the games. I hope you do not laugh on them too much because they're kind of funny. They were blitz games, 3-minute. I made them 3 minutes so we can like get them, just get over them like quickly. Yeah, they were kind of funny, and they provided tons of content for this video. So I hope you guys enjoy. Go subscribe to him, and then join my Discord because I need them followers. Anyway, I'll link both links on the description, and let's enjoy watching some catastrophes on the chessboard unfold. Okay, so for the first game, it was the game that, after the stream started, a couple minutes passed, I was kind of sleepy. So let's begin. We have a Queen's Gambit accepted. You don't play the Queen's Gambit accepted on me unless I'm like, I just woke up because I don't see like anything. So e4, this is the solid way you can play against the Queen's Gambit. That's like the whole point. You just give away this pawn. In parentheses, give away, because you don't actually give it away. You're going to win that pawn back, guaranteed. The most aggressive way to play is like e5. The top engine moves to like defend, because you advance and there's like sometimes there's like a move like this. Sometimes, not all the time. Anyway, that's not the point. B6. Let me know if you want a Queen's Gambit video. I might make one soon. Yep, this is just a free pawn and free development as well. We like that. Bishop b7, knight c3, e6, and a couple moves later, we have a position looking like this. Again, white has an advantage because of the knights and the bishops, the pawns in the center. If you're a beginner, you might like to put 3 pawns or even 4 pawns. I mean, 2 pawns is like the minimum. It's not enough. You need more. You need more soldiers. Sometimes f4, f5 can be really good for like a center, especially if you have like 3 pawns. Along castles and a4 is a declaration of war. That means we're going to go on an opposite side castling attacking game. But I will start to sell, and I probably am not even going to make it close to 5 moves attacking this guy. So if king b8, rook b1, I confidently just allow him to develop and get a pawn for free. And I was like thinking for like a minute there. I was like, holy crap, I blundered a pawn. I was yawning. I couldn't do anything. Yeah, now he's getting in. He's got an advantage because that was a center pawn. And now my pawn structure is kind of fucked. Bishop d2. Okay, now every move is going to make it worse. Knight f6. Knight f6 is primarily made to play 94, and there it is, 94. You cannot quite stop 94. I mean, you can, but like that knight, and after taking back like this, and they take another free pawn, it's not looking too nice. Bishop c3, knight f4, queen d3, takes, and queen f6. Now there's like 2 things hanging. You can't defend both of them. Knight e5, and now we're dead lost because a couple moves later, yes, he does hang a queen. Yes, but I was low on time. A couple moves later, I was really low on time. And despite being up a queen, I managed to lose it in a couple moves. Hold up, let me tell you. In a couple moves, I actually managed to lose it. This position is +6, by the way, +7. And I lost the queen. Woo! Yes, just how my IT teacher says. Woohoo! That is exactly how he talks in the lesson. Yeah, and a couple moves later, I get my ass beat, and he has a lot more time than me, and he has a pass pawn, and I can't even get to the pass pawn because of, the rook blocking the file, and I resign, because why not? Next game. Okay, so this is when my coffee arrived. It was a triple espresso with no sugar on it. Like, it was fucking strong. This is like, I don't know how to describe it. If I describe it, I might get banned, so I'm not going to describe it. So it's basically like higher than energy drinks. D4 knight of 6, and he dares to disrespect me. That is just bad. You do not play the Bon Cloud against me when I have clearly drunk a highly full in caffeine coffee, triple espresso. You cannot do that. Knight C6, I'm getting my knights out. King E3, you insist. Now you get attacked, and you insist on going forward, and you get a royal fork. This is the interesting knight position, and we take the queen. E6 check, that is trying to... Actually, I think there was a mate. Yeah, there was mate in 5 after... Mate in 8. And the mate in 8 is you just bring the queen out, and they have to, like, defend, and then you just slide your queen one square, and now you're threatening a bajillion of mates, and you stop it like this. And then you take the spawn, and then they only moves to go here, and then you give this check, and then... obviously, I'm not going to find that. And sacrificing the knight to, like, get my queen in and sacrifice the second knight, and then pawn c6 to threaten 3 mates. And there are only moves to play knight here, and then you get pawn checkmated. That is mad. But I'm not going to see that in the 3-minute game. So, yeah, knight a5 check. That is a lot more human. King d3. That knight is kind of stuck, so let's play queen f6. Now, the position is minus 13. There's no checkmate on the board, but... I mean, if we let the engine think a little bit, maybe it's going to show as a checkmate. No, it won't. It won't let us. There's no checkmate. It's fine. Okay. Now we'll just go knight f2 check to... Okay, so instead of, like, saving your rook like this, you decide to just hang it. Okay, I guess it's fine. Oh, I skipped ahead a little bit. Knight c4. Okay, king e1, we take the rook, and a couple moves later, queen f6 is played, and then I start to complicate the position, because I don't know why I wanted to complicate it. And look at this, c5, the point is you triple your opponent's pawns to just get this massive attack on your opponent. You will win this pawn, and then you're probably going to checkmate the guy, because let's say they just... I don't know, try to get some, trap your knight. You go queen here, and you just win the entire house. And if they try to save the rook, that's like mate in 1. So yeah, that is just, I actually managed to think, that sequence of my own. Knight of 3. Takes, bishop b4 check. Okay, we're getting in with the king. The king doesn't have too many squares to go to. Knight f2 check, bringing the knight out of the danger. King c2, queen g6, king b3, bishop b7, takes, and yes, we did sacrifice this pawn, because we are kind of getting in with our pieces. That's a little bit more important, because I'm actually up a lot in material. Knight e5 and queen f5. This is a move. He defends the pawn, and I attack the knight. Knight f3. Okay, now what? Bishop g5. That's how we'll continue to attack. We'll try to simplify pieces. Takes c5. Okay, very good move. Now I'm going to play e5 and further complicate the game. And I think my evil crashed. No, it's not. Never mind. It's fine. It's because of the low Wi-Fi levels right now. I don't know why. Bishop g7. I know it says like 3 to 4 like bars and something. Yeah, it's not quite. The air has been hit a little bit with like, I don't know what it is. So he simplifies down to a losing endgame completely. We're just getting with the queen and getting with a knight, turning a couple of mates, check, take the bishop, simplify, and sacking the queen here because, I'm up 2 rooks and a bunch of pawns. Actually, I'm not up pawns. I'm only up 2 rooks. So, yeah, simplifying the position. And I had a little bit of low on time, so decided to start pre-moving. And as you can see, I did mess up the rook checkmate, but I did have a little bit little on time. So, yeah, that was the second game, and there was a break, and some other people played. And I actually got to enjoy my triple espresso next game. Now, clearly the guy was angry at me for like royal forking him earlier. So we play again. We have another Queen's Gambit accepted. This time the e6 variation, which is very common. I see it a lot in my games when people accept the Gambit, especially in Blitz games. In rapid games, you really don't want to accept the Queen's Gambit. It's not a free pawn. Bishop takes c4, b6, knight c3, and, you know, the 3 pawns, very classic. This time, no, I do not hang my pawn. I just push it, in fact. The position is +2. Yeah, it is. It is +2 already, which is mad. h6. I guess trying to play g5, and g5 is eventually played. There it is. That's just a free pawn, and apart from being a free pawn, you actually just, you know, win that. Now you can, however, play this in between move, but if you take this, then, you know, yeah, your king looks kind of funny. Now this was just actually a draw, and you gotta do this, and it's just a repetition check, and you are gonna end the game in a draw. He did not see all that. Instead, he accept the fact that he lost the rook. Anyway, queen takes d8, bishop e6, bishop e8. Now the king is very smoothed. Knight b5, bishop h6, knight c3, knight f8, and another free pawn. Or is it? Because that's a fork. I can save the pieces like this, but then there's this, and now black is the one who's getting in. So I give up the bishop entirely, and I just get some sort of compensation. This is where I don't know what happened, but the chess gods smiled when I played en passant in a chess tournament, and this just looks like it's completely lost, because it is completely lost. My only hope of counterplay was like to do something like this, and I will just get in with my queen, and then this position might be kind of drawish, but I don't think it's drawish at all. In fact, black has still an advantage. Knight e7. Queen f6, that's probably one of the only moves and finds the top of the move, because very clear move to find, to add a third, fourth attacker, fifth, I don't know how many that is. Queen h4 is the only move to like defend checkmate, because there's nothing, I mean, it says sack your queen, but do you really want to sack the queen? Yeah, now he plays this, and I hang some things, and yeah, it was just, wait, is that mate in one? It is, but I won on time. I told you, the chess gods smiled upon me. And they brought their divine intervention to save me from inevitable death. Yeah. They saved me from the inevitable death that this queen, rook, and bishop battery were going to prepare. That was going to be, I think that's called a dovetail mate. I don't think it's called a dovetail mate, but it looks like a dovetail because the queen covers all the escape squares. I don't know. Yeah, let's go to the next game, because I don't know. Alright, so this is when the triple espresso with no sugar started kicking in. Because you put too much sugar in the coffee, then the coffee breaks, and you don't get the actual, like, contents of the coffee, which is, like, the energy. So, we're playing these things, huh? Barnes opening. AKA one of the fastest ways to lose. Actually, d5, and this is the fool's mate. Oh, wait, never mind. This is the fool's mate. Like, if they go for this, that is the... Wait, that's not the... Wait, what's the fool's mate again? Oh, is it... Yeah? Oh, it's e3, then here, and here. No, what... I forgot the fool's... Isn't it like f3? Open up the queen? And then this... Wait, I forgot the fool's mate. Holy crap. Oh, wait, it's this. Never mind. I remember it. I'm fine. I remember it. It was g5. It was d4, not e5. But holy crap, that's an opening. King's Head opening. That is a crazy name. f3, c5. I invited him to play some sort of Sicilian defense, but clearly has no intention of doing that. Surprisingly, there's only -1. It's gonna start climbing fast. Watch. Knight c6 just gets the knight out. He does get his kings involved. Yeah, why not? Sure. d5. Just attacking. It's h3, e5. I mean, I'm just getting their space. f5. And I start getting ridiculous. After knight f6, c3, bishop d6, I am pointing guns directly at his king. That is just guns pointed directly at your king. After e3, I play e4. The intention is there's checkmate. Let's say you take this free pawn, I checkmate you, and you're gone. You're dead already in like 9 moves. f4 though, he does see the checkmate. g5. Yes, I went insane on this one. Again, if you take the pawn, well, you get mated, so you can't do that. 92. So I take the pawn. He takes the pawn. Knight h5. I mean, we're getting in. I know the engine doesn't like it, but in a blitz game, things are kind of different. So I could have taken en passant, but I would have been kind of lost. But I took like this. So yeah, I guess the chess gods might be a little unhappy this time, but whatever, I don't care. Knight takes d4, queen takes d4, rook g8, queen takes d5, and rook takes c3. Knight takes c4, getting destroyed, queen c4, and rook takes g2 is checkmate. Yeah, the caffeine really did kick on this one. I'm gonna be completely honest. You don't play troll stuff against me. Like, if you play troll stuff, you're gonna get destroyed. But if I play troll stuff, I'm probably gonna get destroyed. That is the whole point of me playing troll things. I get destroyed because I don't know what to do past like move 5. Yeah. I just decided to attack the king, and this entire belligerent attack happened. So, yeah. Final game. And for the final game, we actually had a normal opening. They're ready. I invite him to a Sicilian. Now, I'm pretty sure he's not going to play e4 because he doesn't know what the Sicilian is. I actually tried to teach him the Sicilian like a stream, but he played c5 on a d4 opening. It was like, oh my god, you're playing the Benoni. You don't know what to do in the Benoni. Oh no. It's like a reverse Queen's Gambit, kind of, but it's still the same idea. If they take their pawn, they're kind of screwed. So, we have g3 instead. This is a way. Actually, what's funny is after this move, you can play reverse Grunfeld. I know, you can actually play a reverse Grunfeld here, like this, and then you are in the Grunfeld with the white pieces, and then you just play it in the style of a Grunfeld. See, this is one of the Grunfeld moves for black. The whole point is if they take, they get forked. So they're gonna just, like, defend this, and then you play, like, queen e5 in this position, and they try to defend, and you go here, and yeah, it's like a Grunfeld with white, and I'm really scared of facing this. So knight c3. Obviously doesn't know that that's a thing. E5, castles f5. Okay, so we're going aggressive again. I really like that with the pawns. Now, actually, there's a tactic here. Knight takes here. For a split second, that was the top engine move. And after he takes back, then you just strike back. The point is, there's a lot of things hanging at the same time, and you can't save all of them. I mean, then the queen takes here. Seemingly, this position is equal. And yeah, that is funny, considering that he sacked a piece. Anyway, he didn't see that. That's ridiculous. I mean, I wouldn't even play that myself. D3. Okay, D3 is very simple. You're trying to develop your bishop, who's just going to be stuck there. Knight f6. A3. Okay, A3 is probably designed to play something like B4. A5. I try to shut down that idea. And also I'm taking space. Now, this square is kind of weak, you could say. But honestly, not as much. B3. Okay, now the plans have shifted, and he's going to develop his bishop like this. And now, actually, after... Oh, sorry about that notification. That was YouTube Minecraft. After this move, now I have an advantage because of this knight getting kicked around, and I'm putting my bishop here. And then if they try to crack open the center, you ignore it, just like I always do. And you take back with the e-pawn. No, why not with a c-pawn? It's literally... It's the same thing. I mean, taking the c-pawn makes a lot more sense because you actually keep your center pawn. Anyway, I don't understand engine, and will probably not understand engine. Queen c7. Now this square can be used, and it actually is a good move. I think it is yeah, it is one of the top engine moves. Knight b5 to attack the queen b6. A4 and knight d4, that's kind of a blunder. Because of knight takes c5, well spotted. By the 2000 on bullet. Takes, and knight. What is the move here I would play? I would take the pawn probably here, yeah. Oh, yes. This is the stuff you've been waiting for. Obviously, the caffeine wasn't enough to make me stop blundering. Why is it +4? Because after opening and going knight d4, the queen comes in, and that's a problem, because now I need to move my king, because if I literally don't move my king, I'm going to get destroyed. So, takes e3. E3 takes. Okay. I mean, that has an idea. The idea is to, go, oh no, my pawn, and then, I don't know, you defend your opponent, and oop, there goes your queen. Hee. I guess that was the entire plan. I don't know. King h1, queen c7, and it is +8 because of just me losing my queen. I should have made this game a separate video. Holy crap. I mean, yeah. And it's just it's one of those days, you know, queen c6, g6, and +9, +15. Yeah, it's kind of screwed here. Queen c7. Now I'm getting forked, and I try to defend, but it's probably mate. The answer is +19. There's no mate. Oh damn, 98. That's probably one of the only move. I literally don't see anything else, and this is mate in 6. I don't think anybody will find mate in 6 with like a couple of seconds on the clock, so I just started taking free stuff. Just check, and then rook takes 96. What's at this knight? We're move 29. This knight was, which knight was that? Oh, it was the g8 knight. The g8 knight was moved out on move 6. It has remained there for a while. It saw its fellow brother die to the hands of a powerful bishop. Watch as this knight, on f6, standing mighty tall and boring, saving this game. It went to knight e8. Okay, my king is getting destroyed. Knight d6. Probably one of the only moves I could think of in like a couple of seconds. And then, knight e4. That's a fork. He does a desperado on me. Or actually, that probably wasn't a desperado. That actually was a good move. But instead of taking the knight, which would have solved all the problems in the world, he lets it live. And then I play knight takes f2. Check. And instead of going king g1, he goes king g2. The knight goes to g4. Queen e6 check. King moves up. h3. Knight to e3, I'm sorry. And instead of the king moving back, forward, he goes backwards. And he dropped a lot of advantage. It was like +8, +9, and he went +4. That's a lot of advantage. That's like 50% of the advantage gone. Rook c8. Hanging the rook. Queen f6. Queen e6. I hang the rook anyway. And it's a draw. You're stuck in the vortex. And the moment I saw that this knight could just check the king infinitely, and the queen and the bishop and the pass pawn could not do anything to stop it, I pre-moved with my fingers as fast as I could. Knight f1 check. King goes up. Knight g3. I pre-moved that 50 times. I'm not joking. My fingers went like... And white lost on time. And I received the nick of time achievement, which is the achievement you get when you beat somebody with less than a second on the clock. I've never done that in my life before. And I did that today. Or yesterday, because this video will probably get... No, 12 a.m. is today. Yes. Oh. What a game. We went from a normal King's Indian attack Sicilian variation, which doesn't look like that's a French variation. That's funny. Knight c3, and a couple moves later, I did have some sort of upper hand. Now this move is ridiculous. I don't like this move one bit. I just go here, and I guess the engine is trying to argue here that if you take this knight, and I'll take like this, and then you're kind of, if you take this pawn, if you take this pawn, then I'm going to take this pawn, and if you take this, and you're going to get yourself pinned, and you're dead. I guess that was the idea of the engine. I don't know. I don't speak engine. And then this knight that started on g8 and landed on f6 proved to be the hero. It went to e8, d6, e4, then to f2, taking a rook, down with it, and then back to g4, and the king just could not be separated from his horse, as you literally can see. Queen c5 is literally the only move to pin the king to his horse. And if you don't find that move, it's a draw. You could probably even sack your queen here. I mean, after this and to play something like this, I think you can do this. Yeah, you can easily do this and just win. I know the engine is like, me. Yeah, you just win, you bozo. Like, shut up, you win. Yeah, it's +7. But the immortal knight could not be taken. And it became a draw. I thought it was going to be a draw. I was even happier with a draw. Like, I would have taken the draw, I don't care. But he lost on time because he thought it was checkmate. But it's not. You can't checkmate the king with a knight and a king. It's impossible, especially in a condition like this. You can only do a smothered mate. Then you can just checkmate with a knight. What a game. Well, I mean, all the games. I'm probably not going to sleep tonight because I had, like, a triple espresso with, like, no sugar on it, which means that thing is literally a... That thing is literally Monster energy drink. That is how strong that thing is. Maybe next time I'm going to try the quadruple coffee and then probably get some sort of aneurysm. I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to join the Discord, and I'll see you guys next time. Get out of here.